Hi, I'm Cassie J. Sneider.
And I'm Nicole J. Georges. And this is our final tour diary video.
When we last spoke to you, we were on a cracked out drive from Bloomington to Chicago so that I could fly home for the Lake Ronkonkoma St. Patrick's Day Parade, and Nicole would forge on to the Chicago Zine Fest. So since then, we've done a bunch of readings.
So I went to Chicago Zine Fest. I was so tired that I think I was a grouch and was checking my phone a lot when I should have been kissing babies and shaking hands. And I gave a workshop about touring, which is funny considering how exhausted I was, but I think it went okay. No one projectile vomited, booed, or gave me a standing ovation, so I think it just went fine.
I came home, immediately started making parade decorations, slept for about 2 hours, woke up, continued making parade decorations, then went to my job as a karaoke MC for an SNL after party, which sounds a lot more fun than it actually is in reality. And then immediately went home, grabbed all the decorations, went out to Long Island to do the parade, which was the greatest experience of my life. I got to hand out 100 copies of my book to the people of my town, 60 kids' books, and about 100 zines, in addition to a whole bunch of like pins, weird Mardi Gras beads, and like sticky hands and stickers and candy for little kids that my friend Shannon got. So it was awesome. It was totally awesome. Best experience ever.
And then I took the car and I drove to New York. And then, I met up with Cassie again at Blue Stockings, where we read with Caroline Paquita, who talked about punk medical myths, which was awesome. And Lillian at Blue Stockings was awesome. And highlight of that, can't remember. Low light was afterwards when we almost got in a fist fight with the guy at the Indian restaurant who was knocking into my chair and then eavesdropping. I told him to stop, and he said that I hated my life, which I don't. I could, but I don't.
It was like a cartoon where you could just see the fuse growing shorter and shorter to our table, but he eventually went away, so it was fine. The next day we did a reading at the Brooklyn Public Library, which the definite highlight was that for the next 3 months, a picture of me is going to be huge on the cover of the main library branch events calendar. So you should go get like 10 copies and use it to wrap gifts for the next year. We read to a pretty enthusiastic crowd of library patients. There was one...
Patience.
Oh, patrons. And there was one little girl that was really excited that I used the word farts in my story. So,
she repeated it.
Yeah, like, farts! So,
Farts!
Jade, thank you.
A bunch of my friends came out, former Portlanders, Los Angelians, and then New Yorkers came out, and that was really cool. And I saw my friend Dawn, who I was in a band with, and she reminded me how our songs went, and that was cool. Okay, next day was...
New Paltz?
New Paltz! We drove to New Paltz, and I had scheduled in 45 minutes to spend at this chocolate shop, Lagusta's, and then we had 15 minutes there because there was traffic and construction. But I got a lot of free, not free, I paid for it, a lot of vegan chocolate. Animal free.
Our reading in... Well, the folks at New Paltz were really nice. And we did one reading, and then Nicole did a workshop, and then we went off to a bookstore to do another reading, which everyone was hooting with laughter, which was great.
They loved it. Thanks to Kate and Jacinta for reading with us there. And yeah, the low light for me, unfortunately, I forgot to specify I was vegan, so my delicious dinner workshop was stuff that I didn't end up eating because I ran out of time, and then it was like it was like a wrap. It was like a soggy wrap, Oh, but then Cassie had the wrap.
I did have the wrap. I went back for seconds, and then on the drive home from New Paltz, I decided to top it all off with a McDonald's Shamrock Shake, and then found myself barfing at a rest stop. So that's rock and roll.
That's rock and roll. So today, no more Shamrock Shakes. It might be another year until you can have one again, considering. But we're about to go to our last gig at the Sachem Public Library, and we are in beautiful Lake Ronkonkoma. And that's it. And I will miss Cassie forever and look upon this time very fondly and pet my dogs that I no longer have at my home.
I'm going to miss Nicole forever, and I think we're both going to try not to cry right now. So,
Thanks a lot for watching these videos.
Thanks. Bye.